Get started on our backs. So happy Wednesday. And as you lie down and find your comfortable grounding Shavasana position, think about these next few minutes as a transition period. However you need to get comfortable, whatever position, lie on the back, let your back meet the mat meet your spine. But use this time as a transition. You can let go the rest of the day, arriving into your practice. Begin to notice your breathing, and just notice your body. Notice the space that your body is holding, the space around your body. And today, we'll do a balloon body meditation. So we start this balloon body meditation by imagining that our whole body is now covered in a balloon. Right on top of our skin, every little part of the body is a balloon. And then you're going to begin to expand that balloon 2 inches away from your skin. Just expanding yourself, essentially. Envisioning it as the balloon. How does that feel? And then keep inhaling, expand the balloon 2 feet away from your body in every direction. You're getting bigger, fuller, cautious, very conscious of your breathing, but light and present. Now take your balloon body to the corners of the room. Fill up the room. Don't worry about anyone else holding space. It's just your space. Expanding, expanding, expanding. What does that feel like? It might feel a little scary out there being so far away from your body. Or it might feel nice today if you're feeling very grounded. What we're going to do next is bring our balloon body back towards us until it feels natural to just stop wherever you're at today. So slowly bring it back. Don't try too hard, just let it be. Where does your balloon body stop when you bring it back in? Is it right on your skin? Is it 3 feet away? Is it a millimeter away? You can think of this as your aura, your energy field. And you can check in every day to just notice where you're at. You'll be feeling different days. And in this space, we're going to try and hold this for the rest of the class. Just being aware of not just your body, but your energy. Now bring that awareness to your breathing and find length in every inhale and every exhale. On the bottom of your exhale for 3 rounds, we're going to hold the bottom of the exhale for an extra long second before you sit for the inhale. Strong breathing, trying to slow it down. Try to release. And in this space, setting an intention for your practice, or your week. Whatever comes to mind, go with it. It could be a small intention, it could be a huge intention, something that changes a lot, or something that changes a little. Setting those intentions helps us live up to them, live into them. Smile to it, we'll send it out. And then we'll wiggle our fingers and toes, add some movement to our practice. Start by hugging your knees up to your chest. Give yourself a hug, wrap those arms around your shins, rock side to side, release the low back. You can flutter those eyes open or whatever feels good. And then we'll take this into an opening happy baby. So grab the outsides of both feet, pull those knees towards the mat. And you can keep rocking side to side in happy baby. And then we'll kick our left leg down to the mat, and our right leg will go long, heel towards the ceiling. Drop the back of your right leg, give it a little tug, opening up the hamstring and the calf. And then take your foot in little ankle circles, both directions, getting into the bottom half of that right side body. And then bend the knee, bring the knee really tight into your armpit. Try to pull your knee as close to your body as you can. Left leg stays long, glued to the mat. And then we're gonna roll the right knee over to the left for a little supine twist. Let the knee fall all the way over. Your shoulder blades might lift off the mat. Try to cactus your right arm, adding that spinal twist. And let the gaze gently go towards the right as well. All right, come back to center. Readjust the spine if you need to, and we'll let the right leg go long. Left knee comes up really close to the body, so using your hands to pull that shin right next to the rib cage, up into the armpit, and then spinal twist, let the knee fall over to the right. Maybe the shoulder blades lift, that's okay. We're just warming up the spine here, gentle movements. Let that left arm go over to the left and maybe your gaze swallows. All right, come back to center. We're gonna rock and roll up to seated. So grab the back of your legs and do it a few times. It feels nice on the outer edge of the spine. A little massage. And then we'll be in a seated position, cross-legged. Ground down through both sit bones, sit up nice and tall, hands rest on the knees. We'll breathe into the neck, so let the head be nice and heavy. And let it fall both, well, all four directions, front, back, side to side. Try to keep that spine long so we're not hunched forwards or anything. But breathing into the neck. We hold so much tension in the neck. So give it that time and space. Maybe you add your hand for a little extra weight. If you find a spot that needs to be worked out, add a little extra note. Last couple breaths, getting the movements into that neck. All right, sit up nice and tall. Then we'll cross hands over knees, or hands over to opposite knees. Lean back, let your chin fall down towards the chest. Feel your shoulder blades separate. Try to lean the weight back to get more separation. Kind of going on those knees. And then we'll inhale, coming forward. Roll all the way over the knees to your tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Begin your cat-cow. At your own pace, inhale, drop the belly, gaze goes up. Make it yours. Exhale, arch the spine, let the head hang heavy. Oh, we have heated yoga today. Okay. Someone left the heater on. Are you guys okay with that? I don't know how hot it's going to get, but someone left the heater on all day. Alright, keep moving through your cat-cow, exaggerated movement, bending the elbows. Actually, I'm going to turn it off because it's so hot. Yeah, I'm going to turn it off because I don't want it to mess up the sound. Alright, take your hands a little bit farther in front of where they are right now and turn this into some hip circles. So adding more movement, still tuning into the spine. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, come back to your tabletop position. We're going to take our right knee out to the right 90 degrees and just take hip circles, warming up the hip bone, the hip joint. Flex those knees towards the face to protect the knee, or the toes towards the face. Go both directions. And then we're going to take our right knee to land behind the left knee here. So the shins will kind of cross and flail out. And then begin to lower your weight backwards towards the left hip. Supporting yourself with those hands. Send the hips as far back as you can. Then we'll come back forward, come back to tabletop, and we'll move to a thread the needle right side. So inhale, right hand sweeps up and open, and exhale, send it under the body over to the left. Thread the needle, send your hand as far as you can, and then left hand can press onto the mat to help roll you deeper over the shoulder. So if the hand's right in front of the face, you might have a really good grip to roll over that right shoulder. Maybe making it a balancing pose. And then gently we'll come out and thread the needle the same way you came in. Feeding back to tabletop, same thing other side. So take the left knee out, about 90-degree bend. Hip circles both directions. Try to go nice and wide. First time maybe opening the hips today. And then let the left knee drop behind the right knee. Let the shins go out a little bit to have that balance as you lean the hip weight back into the hips. Feeling that outside of those hips, something up. Yeah, support yourself with your hands. And come back to your tabletop position. Both knees are back under the hips. And then thread the needle left side. Inhale, open the chest, open that heart space. Exhale, thread the needle. Taking back balance. And then we'll be back in tabletop position. And moving to our first down dog class. So tuck the toes, send the hips high to the sky, send them back, and then settle those heels down They don't have to touch the mat, but that's when they're reaching. And pedal the feet, walk the dog here. First down dog of class. Whatever little movement feels nice, opening up the back of the legs. Spread the fingers wide, press down through those palms. Bring the awareness to the shoulders, the armpits. Try to roll them in a little bit towards each other, as if you were going to do a handstand. You wouldn't want to be hyper-extended. You would want a nice, strong line from the wrist to your hip bones. And then from here, we'll look at the space between the hands. And tippy toe, keep the hips as high as you can until you're at the front of your mat and take a ragdoll pose. Let the feet land under the hips, grab your elbows. Let the head hang super heavy here and sway side to side. Maybe balancing up and down a little bit. Maybe gravity. Lengthen out that spine. So bend the knees to keep all the stretch in that low back release. Really let that head hang heavy. Maybe shake it out, yes and no. Bend those knees even deeper. See if you can get more into that low back release. And roll up one vertebrae at a time with the hands be heavy, head the last thing to come up. And then we're in mountain pose, so those feet are still right under the hips. We'll take some shoulder rolls to open that heart space. When we inhale, we lift the shoulders up towards the ears, and then exhale, settle them back. A couple shoulder rolls, finding that expansion across the chest, and then hands down by the side. Resetting, inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, hinge up the hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, shine the heart forward. And exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. And then we'll lower down all the way onto our bellies as slow as you can. So try to let the chest land right in between those hands. And then when your body meets the mat, let the legs go long, press the feet into the mat, hands under the shoulders. Inhale, cobra pose. Lift through the chest, the crown of the head. Use the strength of the low back. Exhale, release. Stay right here. We're going to do one more back bend. Inhale, cobra pose. This time, maybe you come all the way to Sphinx. Come in onto those forearms. Use this to pull forward and up. Again, using the strength of the low back. Exhale, release to a child's pose. Press those hands into the shoulders. Find length in the spine, settling the hips back towards the heels. Maybe even wiggle the hips a couple times, settling them really far back. Yeah. Lots of different options for your child's pose, but this is a resting option today or in any yoga class. Always have option to take child's pose or rest in down dog. From child, let's come up to puppy pose. So we're just gonna lift the hips off of those heels, bring the knees a little more central so that the knees are more under the hips. And then we'll take a side body stretch. So walk both hands over to the right, reach to the left fingertips, and send the weight back into the left hip. You should feel it from that left pinky all the way down to the hip bone. Hands come through center, over to the left. Support yourself with the left hand and really reach with the right hand. Send the weight back into the right hip. Feel those ribs opening up, the lung expanding. And let the head be comfortable wherever it naturally lands. Last breath here. We'll come back, lifting back to down dog. Hips go high, send them back, settle those heels towards the earth. This time, let's bring awareness to our core area. So your very low ribs, very last ribs, bring awareness to those.
You're going to try and pull them up into your core. It forces your abs to engage. It forces you to be super strong in the core. If the heels lift off the mat, that's okay. Now look at the space between your hands on the bottom of an exhale. Walk, step, or hop to the front of your mat. We'll take it through a sunny. Leaning back and down dog. Inhale, half lift, shine the heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half or return, reverse swan dive all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands through heart center. By the side. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, shine the heart forward. Exhale, plant the hands. You can lower down to your belly for a cobra pose or half push-up for chaturanga. And inhale, up dog. Exhale, we lean down dog. So those two movements to get you back to down dog are yogi's choice. The one thing we don't want to see in chaturanga is lowering beneath that half push-up area. So inhale, right foot high to the sky, nice and stable. Exhale, left elbow, go across the body, give it a little tap. Inhale, the foot goes high. Second exhale, knee to chest, pull it nice and tight, don't drop the foot. Inhale, the foot goes high. Third exhale, right knee, right elbow. And then inhale, the foot goes back up to the sky, bend the knee. Yogi's choice to take a wild thing here, letting the foot land all the way on the other side of the mat, press through the heels, hand reaches towards the front of the room. Return to your three-legged down dog. And then your next exhale, low lunge. Let the right foot land at the front of the mat. Drop your back knee. So today we'll flow through this low lunge and then exhale, half splits position, which is straightening into that right leg. So at your own pace, using your own breath, we'll inhale, low lunge, and exhale, half splits. At least 5 times, trying to get a little bit deeper every time. Intentional with your breathing, so never try to follow anyone else's pace exactly, just listening to your own body today. Make it your practice, your flow. Nice, strong, ujjayi breathing. And then next time you're back in half splits, stay there. Walk that heel a little bit farther forward so you're really getting into the back of the leg. And we're gonna walk our hands over to the right. If you have a block or a prop at home, just to keep the chest lifted a little bit. When you walk the hands over to the right, feel the outside of your leg open up. The stretch will go all the way down to the calf. And then we come back forward with the chest and send the right foot back to meet the left down dog. We'll take it through another sunny, meeting back. Down dog on the bottom of an exhale. Look at the space between your hands. Walk, step, or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift, shine the heart forward. Exhale, forward fold, deep forward fold. And then inhale, reverse swan dive, all the way to standing. Exhale, hands through heart center, down by the side. Inhale, hands return overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, straight spine, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, take it through your chaturanga vinyasa or skip it, meet in down dog. Always have option to reset, meet us in down dog. Find your breath, find your stable, strong down dog. And then inhale, left foot high to the sky. Exhale, knee goes across the body, right elbow, give it a tap. Inhale, lift the foot. Second exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, lift the foot. Third exhale, left knee, left elbow, maybe left armpit today. Inhale, lift the foot, bend the knee, wild thing, drop the foot all the way over to the left. Reach that left hand forward, press through the heels, keep the hips high. And return to your three-legged down dog. Next exhale, low lunge, bring that left foot forward, drop the right knee. So you know where we're going in the same two poses. We'll sweep the hands forward for the low lunge. Exhale, send the hips back for half splits. At least 5 times at your own pace. Challenging your balance a little bit. Keep your core engaged to help you move. Transition. Use those deep warrior breathings. Warrior breaths, giant breathing. Couple more. And then next time you're in that half split, stay there, flexing toes up towards the face. Maybe if the heel goes a little bit farther forward. And then walk your hands over to the left this time. It opens up. Do you guys feel that on the outside there? Yeah, right? It's such a weird muscle to get into.
Looks like it wouldn't hurt.
It hurts, yeah. Just that little angle. Last breath. And then come back through center, back forward, plant those hands, step the left foot back to the right, down dog. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out. Inhale, right foot goes high to the sky. Exhale, plant the foot, open up, warrior two. Cartwheel those hands open, heel to heel alignment. Real deep bend in that front knee, track the knee out. We're gonna keep warrior two legs as we move through. Exhale, extended side angle, right elbow, right knee, left hand reaches up and over. Inhale, reverse warrior, left hand down, right hand reaches towards the back of the room. Nice transitions. And then we're gonna exhale back to extended side angle, but this time not dropping right elbow on right knee. Instead, we're holding a beach ball in front of us. Using that core, keep those warrior two legs, you got it. Triangle pose straight into the front leg. Right hand will go down to the foot or the shin or the mat. Left hand stays lifted for triangle pose. Nice job. Take a gaze in front of the right toes. You're gonna plant your right hand for half moon pose. Pop up that left foot. Yeah, left hand stays right where it was. Half moon pose, beautiful. All right, drop that back foot for pyramid pose. So heel to heel alignment. Front toes forward, chest facing over that right leg. If you have a block, this is a great pose to have that block. Inhale, find lift and length. Exhale, fold over your right leg. As you're exhaling and coming into this fold, pull your belly button up. Let your head relax. Let the forehead go towards the shin. Really big, intense stretch, pyramid pose. Keep using that breathing. You'll be surprised how powerful the breath can be. And then we're going to lift the chest, move the weight forward to standing splits. So left foot pops off, right foot stays grounded. Let the top of the head reach towards the foot. Maybe challenge your balance today. Beautiful job. Lifting one hand or maybe all 10 fingers off the mat. Nice job. All right, plant those hands. We're going to step back, take it through Chaturanga Vinyasa using your own breath and pace. Meet us in down dog. Inhale, left foot goes high to the sky. Exhale, plant the foot, warrior two. You cartwheel the right hand all the way back, left hand lifts. Deep bend in the front knee. Setting up these warrior two legs. So track that front knee out. That's the first thing we need to do. Open those hip bones. And then exhale, extended side angle, left elbow, left knee, right hand reaches up and over. Inhale, reverse it, right hand down, left hand goes to the back of the room. Keep those legs right where they are. Exhale, second extended side angle, but you're holding that beach ball. Don't let that left elbow touch. Super strong, nice job. Triangle pose, straight into the front leg. Left hand down, right hand up. Possibly you have a shorter stance here. Yeah, beautiful. And then half moon pose. So left hand lands in front of left toes. Right foot pops up, right hand pops up. Yep, facing that chest towards the windows. Bouncing. And then gently we drop the back foot for pyramid pose. So heel to heel alignment. Back toes out at an angle, front toes forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale. So if it ever feels just super weird, don't be afraid to adjust those feet. You know, maybe you need a shorter stance, maybe a wider stance. Should feel it on the back of the leg. Release the head, pull the belly button up. And then we come forward to standing split. Pop that right foot high, let the top of the head relax down towards the left foot. Challenge your balance here. Pick up one hand to the back of your calf, maybe both. And plant the hands under the shoulders, step back, take it through your chaturanga vinyasa. Or skip it, knee and down dog. All right, nice job. Let's come to standing. So on the bottom of an exhale, look at the space between the hands, walk, step your hop to the front of your mat. When you get there, inhale, half lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive brings us all the way to standing. And exhale, hands through heart center, down by the side. All right, we're gonna play around with eagle pose today. So we'll start ground down through the left foot. So we're gonna start by kick standing the right toes, meaning we're gonna end up picking up that right foot. But let's come to the arms. So inhale, open the arms. Your right arm's gonna go under left. When you swing them, go with as much momentum as you can to get as big of a twist as you can. Hold the elbows away from you. And then begin to sink the weight back, down through that left foot. And when you're ready, that kickstand right foot can come all the way up and wrap around the calf. Nice job. Eagle pose, send those hips lower. Pull your elbows farther away from the body. Huge shoulder stretch here. Low ribs pull in, sink the hips a little lower. No one said it was easy. Squeeze everything as tight as you can. Warrior 3, eagle arms. Only unravel the leg, kick that right heel back. Hands stay where they are. When you're in warrior 3, continue to pull the elbows away from the body. Nice job, keep going. All right, unravel the hands, revolved half moon. So the hands unravel, left hand goes up, right hand goes down. Revolved half moon. So we're twisting, nice job. All right, plant those hands under the shoulders, step back, take it through your chaturanga vinyasa, or skip it, knee and down dog. And actually, we'll meet all the way back at the front of our mat. So when you get to down dog, exhale, bend the knees. Look at the space between the hands. Walk, step, or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands come down. All right, same thing other side. So, yeah, ground down for the right foot this time. Know where we're going. And then I like to just start by kick seating the left toes because it gets that weight centered over to that right foot. Inhale, arms come out. Exhale, left sweeps under right as much as it can. Pull the elbows away from the body. Especially on the right shoulder. This is a big shoulder stretch. Continue to pull the elbows up. And then we're going to sink those hips down like we're trying to find a chair. Low as you can, really. And then begin to lift up that left knee, wrap the foot all the way around to the back of the right calf is the goal. Continue to sink those hips lower, squeeze everything together. You're really trying to squeeze like all of your arms and legs together. One tight little ball, keep sitting those hips down. Warrior 3, eagle arms. Use this as a transition to practice your balance, releasing that left heel to the back of the room. Keep pulling those elbows forward. Unravel the arms, revolved half moon. So right hand lifts, left hand goes down under the face. Grounding through right foot still, nice job. All right, return both hands to the mat, step back, take it through your chaturanga vinyasa. Or skip it, knee in, down dog. We will drop to the knees. And I want to come into a frog pose today. We haven't done frog pose in a while. So drop down to the knees. We're going to resituate ourselves long ways on the mat. We're going to press the insides of our shins into the mat. And this pose takes a little bit of just figuring out by trial and error. You just kind of play around with the weight, shifting your hips forwards, backwards, maybe lowering down to the forearms. We're going to take 60 seconds here to get deep into the hips for frog pose. So even though we're in a static hold, your core is still engaged, very active. So your belly button is pulling up towards the spine the entire time to protect the low back. Bring awareness to wherever you're holding tension. And try to use the exhale to create a little more space. Release a little more tension. And then notice where that tension moves in the body. Does it move to the shoulders? Sometimes it might go to the bottom of your feet. So continue the process, releasing, relaxing, opening your hips. A few more breaths. All right, very gently, bring those hands under your face to lift the weight away from the knees, and then wiggle those knees in together. Nice, slow little rebound. Yeah, and then we'll just come to sitting on our shins, right here, on those shins. Just kind of noticing what happens on that hip space, maybe little tingles. And then let's get into the shoulders. Press those hands into the mat behind you, fingers face forward. On an inhale, lift the hips, let the head fall back. Feel the quads, feel the front of your shoulders open. Continue to lift the hips, press down for the shins. And release, nice job. All right, move those legs out from under you. We're gonna come onto our backs and do a little core work before we stand back up for the second time. So keeping with our eagle arms and eagle legs, we're gonna do eagle arms, eagle legs crunches. So the right leg is gonna wrap around the left leg, and then the right arm's gonna wrap under the left arm. Feel that your spine is glued to the mat, the entire length of the spine, okay? Exhale, knees and elbows come together, lifting tailbone and shoulders. And then inhale, find length. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, find length. At your own pace, only go as far as so that your spine doesn't lift off the mat on that inhale. So if those heels touch the mat, that's fine, as long as your spine is still long and strong and not compromised. Keep going, a couple more. Last one, a nice big crunch. Hold knees and elbows together. And then release, cactus the arms, let the knees fall side to side, windshield wiper the knees. All right, we'll come back to center. We'll do same thing on the left side. So you know where we're going. This time, try to bring more, try to take it a little deeper. Try to push yourself a little harder. Left leg wraps around right leg, left arm wraps under right arm. So the left knee and elbow will touch. On your exhale, crunch it up, knee and elbow. Inhale, find length. Raise the hands, lower the heels, exhale, crunch. Nice job, use that breath. Just keep squeezing those eagle arms and eagle legs. Every time you inhale, find that shoulder stretch. Last couple. Last one, hold it nice and tight at the top. And then release, cactus the arms, let the knees unravel, and windshield wiper side to side. Releasing the hips and that low back. All right, grab the back of the legs. We're gonna rock and roll all the way up to stand. All the way up to a mountain pose, last mountain pose of class. Ground down through the heels, hands turn forward. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, hinge up the hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, shine the heart forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, take it through Chaturanga Vinyasa, or skip it, knee and down dog. When you get there, inhale, right foot high to the sky. Exhale, plant the foot, warrior two. Same flow. We're gonna do it again a little bit faster. Exhale, extended side angle, right elbow, right knee. Inhale, reverse it. Hand down, right hand up. Exhale, extended side angle, beach ball. So don't let that left elbow or the right elbow drop. And straighten the legs, triangle pose. Yes, nice job. Half moon. Right hand pops in front of right toes, pick up that left foot. And this time we're gonna meet in a wide-legged forward fold. So drop that left foot really far back. Bring your hands underneath the chest. Toes come to pigeon, so bring the toes in closer than the heels. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. So another fold where we're totally releasing that low back all the way up through the crown of the head. So don't try to hold up the neck or anything. And then bring the awareness to the weight in your feet and gently roll the weight forward into the balls of the feet. Yeah, notice how eventually you might pop those heels off, pop those toes off the ground. It's preparation for any kind of head, shoulder, handstand. Last breath here. Walk the hands back to the front of the mat. Last Chaturanga Vinyasa. We'll meet in down dog. And then when you get there, same thing, other side. Just going a little bit faster this time. Inhale, left foot lifts. Exhale, plant the foot, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands open. Exhale, extended side angle, left elbow, left knee. Right hand reaches up and over. Inhale, reverse warrior. Come up with that nice strong core. Exhale, beach ball addition. Holding those arms out, nice job. Straighten the front leg, triangle pose. Left hand down, right hand up. Half moon, pop forward, let that left hand come down, right foot pops up. And then our final transition, drop that right foot as far back as you can, coming to our second and final wide-legged forward fold. Whenever you get there, it's nice to inhale, find some length, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. This time, maybe take those hands together overhead for a little shoulder stretch. Yogi's choice, lots of variations of extended side angle. Try to make these last two exhales a little bit deeper. And then walk those hands back to the front of the mat. And come back to a down dog, and we're going to come to pigeon pose. So from down dog, bring the right knee to behind right wrist. Walk that right or the left leg long. And take your time to settle down to your pigeon pose. You can stay chest lifted, or you can come down to the forearms, lay your forehead come down. We'll hold pigeon pose for 10 deep breaths. Last breath here. And then gently begin to lift the chest, press the hands into the mat. Go all the way back to down dog. Stretch out the back of that right leg. And then setting up for the other side. Take any little movements you want. Relax down dog or class. And then left knee lands behind left wrist. Bring that shin nice and high. Settle your back leg long. And gently lower down. Maybe your chest comes down onto those forearms, or you can take a supine figure four too, lying on your back. All right, last breath, slowly coming out of pigeon pose. We'll press back to a child's pose here before we go on to our backs. So make your way to a child's pose, knees are wide. Maybe you bend those elbows, take prayer hands overhead. The triceps stretch, send the hips back, find length in the spine. Then we'll make our way forward, rolling onto the back for the last 10 minutes of the class. So you can move yourself so the feet are facing forwards. And then roll on down to the spine, hug your knees into the chest, give yourself a little hug. All right, one last time today, we'll kick those heels up to the ceiling and just begin to just pull on the back of the legs. Maybe you can even reach those toes. Last time, getting into the back of those legs, hamstrings connected to the low back, connected to the hips. Flex those toes down to the face, and then take it to a happy baby. So you can grab either outsides of the feet or insides of both feet. And your happy baby, you can rock side to side, noticing how much more open you are than that first happy baby you did. Took your chin down to the chest a little bit. Try to keep the back of the head nice and long too. All right, bring the knees into the chest, and then we'll let the knees fall over to the right for a supine twist. This time, pick the hips up, moving back towards the center line of the mat, allowing the left hip to stack right on top of the right hip. Really big spinal twist. So cactus that left arm. Try to keep both shoulder blades on the mat this time. Let the gaze go over to the left. Let the body kind of melt down to the mat, let gravity open you up from the crown of the head to the tailbone. And then gently come back to center. We'll do the same thing on the other side in your own time. So first find a neutral spine and then bring the knees up and drop them over to the left. Nice and slow and gentle, every little movement counts. Never have to go too fast. Cactus that right arm. Then let the gaze fall over to the right. This time, do try to keep those shoulder blades on the mat. Maybe your left hand kind of adds some weight onto that right thigh. Thinking about wringing out the spine. Last little twist. All right, coming back to center. And then at this time, I'll let you to take any last movements. I'll give you a full minute or so. Maybe you still want a cloud pose, release that low back. Maybe there's another stretch or two that you want to get in, just listen to that body. Knowing that we're getting into the last movements before prepping ourselves for Vinyasa. The body kind of guiding you through the movement. Doesn't require any thought. And then settle down onto your back with a nice neutral spine. For Shavasana. Let the legs go long, toes go out to the side. Tuck the chin down towards the chest, just a little. And then hands can be palm face up to receive, or left hand on heart, right hand on your belly.
Dedicate the next few minutes to yourself. Any thoughts that come, simply let them go. And welcome to Shavasana. We'll invite some movement into the body, super gentle and light. Just wiggle the fingers and toes. And let the movement go up the limbs, filling that core, filling that heart space, and filling the head space. You can rock the head side to side, open the eyes, noticing the space. Maybe a little smile. And then reach the hands overhead. Nice big stretch and roll over onto your favorite side. Use the bicep as a pillow. Stay here for a moment in this little fetal position. Return to that intention that you set at the beginning of class. For now, it's either accomplished or reestablished. Send it back out. And then press up to a comfortable seated position. We'll end class just cross-legged, facing the front of the room, hands on the knees. You can close the eyes if that's comfortable, gentle bow of the head. Ground down through those sit bones, tall through the crown. Next inhale, bring the hands overhead. And exhale, the thumbs down to your third eye center. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful Wednesday. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.